Hello, this is Neil with Lane Firearms. I'm here today with one of the rarest guns that came out of World War II. This is the Johnson Model 1941. Now, I have sold lots of M1 carbines, I've sold dozens of Garands, I've sold Springfield 03A3s. This is one of the few Johnson 1941s that has ever come into my possession. Frankly, I like it better than the M1 Garand. Put your pitchforks away, that's just an opinion. Now, this was designed by Melvin Johnson to compete with the M1 Garand for the U.S. military contract and ultimately failed. Performance of these guns was actually excellent, but they didn't offer any noticeable improvements over the Garand, and the Army did not see any reason to switch away from it. The barrel does come off the gun, making it a lot more portable, and one of the things about this gun is since it is recoil operated, one of the only complaints the Army had with it is that if you put a bayonet on the barrel that adds the weight, that could affect the function of the rifle. So to take the barrel off, you just push in right there with the tip of a bullet, and this whole block pivots right down and the whole barrel just comes right out of the gun. So it makes it a lot more portable. That was desirable to some people. The first contract that Johnson got for these was with the Netherlands. They bought them for their troops in the East Indies. But after they'd only shipped a few of them, a couple thousand of them, the East Indies were actually overrun by the Japanese, so they ended up not taking possession of the rest of the firearms. With all these guns laying around, the Marines actually ended up acquiring some of them for use in the Pacific theater, and they even requested that they be issued more of them, but the Army just was not interested in allotting any resources to purchasing more of these rifles, so there were a lot fewer of these made than there were the M1 Garands. M1 Garands, they made several million of them. Total production of these from when they were invented to the end of production in the 1950s was about 70,000 guns. So the operation of the gun here, it's got a rotary 10-round magazine. It will actually take stripper clips here. You can use a couple of 5-round stripper clips back to back, or you can load rounds individually until you have 10 rounds in the rifle. The operation is by pulling the bolt up and back like that, and then to release the bolt, you push this in here, pull back on the bolt, and that's your bolt release. You're ready to go. Holds 10 rounds, semi-automatic fire. Now this thing is designed to work with stripper clips, which I happen to not have, but it will also load rounds singly, so that is what we're going to try and do here. So if you follow the market for collectible firearms, you know that World War II firearms always maintain their values. If you come across one of these Johnson Model 1941 rifles, you probably want to get it if you can get a good deal on it, because the values of these stays very high and continues to trend upwards. Part of the reason for that is they're just so rare. Compared to the M1 Garand, there's just not that many of them out there. These will often sell for double, triple, or more what a comparable M1 Garand would sell for. This one's actually a 1941 first-year production rifle, and we're actually about to put this up for auction. So check out the description below. We're going to be posting what this rifle sells for. This is Neil with Lane Firearms. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out at lanefirearms.com, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out.